What if the very voice in your head, the one you trust the most, is the thing quietly sabotaging your presence, your confidence, and your dating life?
Hey, MJ.
And what if I told you learning to change the relationship you have with that voice can transform how others experience you almost instantly? It's quite paradoxical that good inner game keeps you outward, which means out of your head and in front of your eyes. Alan Watts has this meditation where he invites you to experience the chatter in your mind as part of the noise in the environment. If your inner game reaches this level, you'll find that you have a leg up in virtually every social situation. The thing that stifles most people in their engagement with others, especially with the opposite sex, is the inner dialogue that plays as they interact.
We've been neighbors since I was 6, and I was wondering.
If that dialogue is positive, they'll often come across as more confident. If it is negative, they'll come across as more afraid and timid. But whether it's positive or negative, if you're talking to yourself, you're not fully here. And if you're not fully here, you're not fully charismatic. I've had many conversations with many people about what qualities are required to be successful with women. Although there are a few things our philosophies disagree on, there's one thing that we have no arguments about. Charisma is a non-negotiable. Certain questions naturally pop up, like, well, how do I develop charisma? How do I deal with the inner dialogue? How do I remain outward, present, here? Here's what stillness on the topic has taught me. Number 1, testosterone optimization. Exercise, eat healthy, get enough sleep, get some sunlight. Optimizing your testosterone will boost your mood, your clarity, your focus, your drive, and just your overall well-being. This gives your mind a greater capacity to engage with the world in front of it. Conversely, chronically low testosterone could bring about brain fog, low drive, diminished confidence, among other things. Number 2, do hard things. Or you could say, do difficult things. The second point and the first often go hand in hand. The mind lives to solve problems and overcome obstacles. When you consistently take the easy way out, you give it nothing meaningful to wrestle with. Now, those same faculties that were designed to face challenges outwardly begin to turn inward. The mind needs something to tackle. If it finds nothing to tackle, it will tackle you. Now, on the other hand, if you place something difficult in front of yourself, your mind says, there's the enemy. That's the fight. It begins to galvanize parts of you that were turned against you, parts of you that were dormant, and even parts of you that were underemployed, and direct all of these parts towards a worthwhile challenge. That challenge changes you. Number 3, flow. As important as it is to do difficult things, it is equally important to do things that allow you to flow. Find activities where the challenge is just right, where you're fully engaged, fully absorbed, and operating at 100%. Those moments teach you what it feels like to disappear into the present.
Scientists call this flow state.
Well, this is the zone. It's the space between the physical and spiritual.
Number 4, meditation/mindfulness. Earlier, I mentioned an Alan Watts meditation. I'll put the link here. Now, it doesn't matter if the meditation is guided or unguided. The important thing is that you begin to experience yourself as the observer. You begin to experience your thoughts, emotions, and sensations objectively. The reason why I reference that particular meditation is because he specifically goes into listening to your inner chatter as though it was part of the noise in the environment. What that does is teach you objectivity. And it's not just ordinary objectivity, it is meta objectivity. Number 5, show restraint. More accurately, observe yourself showing restraint. Observe yourself every time you avoid eating junk food, or avoid engaging in negative conversation, or avoid a destructive habit that would have been fun to engage in. This does more than you probably realize. It activates your soul. When you show your being that there's more important things than fleshly pleasures, you start to operate from a part of you that's beyond the flesh. A deeper, vaster part of you comes alive. Your soul. Number 6, pray. If you believe that there's something beyond you, something beyond the physical world, communicate with that force. Build a relationship with that force. Amen. At first glance, these practices may seem unrelated. One is physical, one is psychological, one is spiritual, but they're all cultivating the same capacity. The ability to become less occupied with yourself and more available to reality. That's charisma at its root. Not performance, presence. The quieter the noise inside, the more vividly the world shows up in front of your eyes, and the more vividly you show up to the world. Peace.